Hello everyone, I hope and I believe you all are doing great. This is Dr. Arya, your pathology faculty. Today we will be studying about a very interesting topic, bronchiectasis. So let's start now. What is bronchiectasis? It is nothing but a chronic and permanent dilation of your bronchi. Then what happens? There will be disruption of the muscular and the elastic component Okay, what is the etiology? It is mostly post-infective. Like the person already had certain infections. Now, if the person recovers from that infection, he is more prone to getting this type of disease, respiratory disease. Then there can be childhood infection and also the bacterial infection. Right. What are the obstructive causes? Any foreign body if it is there, any bronchial tumor if it is there, and if it is impacted by the mucus plug. Then you have certain congenital and hereditary conditions like your cystic fibrosis. Okay. In cystic fibrosis, you have a very important syndrome called as by the name of Kartagener Syndrome. Here you have a triad of what? A triad of bronchiectasis, then sinusitis, then situs inversus. Okay. You have hypergamma-globulinemia, and other associations are you have the allergic bronchopulmonary aspergillosis, that is nothing but your fungal infection. Then you have the immune deficiency like Ig and IgG. What is the pathogenesis? What happens is, first there will be obstruction. After the obstruction, there will be the damage. Damage to what? Damage to your lung wall, damage to your alveoli system. There will be a damage, there will be a cycle of damage. What will happen? First, there will be persistent infection. Then there will be inflammatory mediators that will get activated like your neutrophils, like your elastase and protease. As a result of which, what I have told you, the spring will get loosed. So, there will be elastic tissue and muscles which will get destroyed. And if the infection is not cleared, that will lead to the progressive damage. Right? Next, you have the morphological types. First one is your cylindrical bronchiectasis. It is uniform and tubular dilatation. Firstly, let me just show you the microscopic image. What you are able to see, you are able to see that all this line is cleared, right? In between, all this line is clear. Like this is like village 1 and village 2. In between both the villages, you have a narrow river which is flowing. So this is nothing but your microscopic image of bronchiectasis. Then you have the varicose bronchiectasis, that is irregular, beaded, and it is irregular and beaded appearance. Then third you have is the saccular or the cystic bronchiectasis. Here you have the ballooned cyst-like dilations at the, like I will show you. These are like your alveoli and your bronchioles that you have. So at the end of this bronchiole, there will be a dilation. At the end of the bronchiole, you will be having a dilation. Gross pathology, see, this is basically the figure. It mostly affects your lower lobes and it has a very interesting appearance called as a honeycomb appearance, right? Then the dilated bronchi may extend to the pleural surface. What is the microscopy? You have first two phases in the microscopy. What are the phases you have? You have the acute phase and you have not acute phase. You have a acute phase. Then you have a chronic phase. Okay. So acute phase, just like you guys, you have very acute phase. There will be intense and acute inflammatory exudates that will be there. In the chronic phase, there will be ulcerations, squamous metaplasia and fibrosis will be there. Let's see what are the clinical features. The clinical features will be, there will be chronic cough, there will be chronic cough that will be there, and haemophilus. What is haemophilus? Haemophilus means when the person splits out, there will be blood also that will comes out. Then there will be dyspnea and wheezing. After that, on auscultation, you will have a coarse crackles and you will have the rhonchi. That you will read this in your medicine postings. Okay. What are the complications? The complication will be, first there will be the respiratory failure. Then there will be cor pulmonale. Okay. Haemophilus. And there will be secondary amyloidosis. So these are basically the complications that can happen in the case of bronchiectasis. What are the investigation? In the investigation, the first thing will be the chest X-ray. You will be able to appreciate a tram-track line that I have shown you above also. This tram-track line, this is nothing but your tram-track sign, right? In the ring shadow, when you do a HRCT, you will be able to appreciate a honeycomb-like structure. And a signet ring-like structure. In the sputum culture, you will be able to see that there are Pseudomonas, that will be there. Okay. What are the other tests you will do? You will do the pulmonary function test to see if there is obstructive pattern or not. What is the treatment? Treatment will be, first you have to take a postural drainage. Then you have to suggest the person to do a chest physiotherapy, because chest physiotherapy, doing the chest exercises will also help that person. Then you will give the patient adequate amount of hydration. You will give that person adequate amount of hydration. And for the antibiotics, you will give the person antibiotics if he is having any sort of bacterial infection. Then you will give the N-acetylcysteine. Okay. For the surgical treatment, what you will do? You will give the segmental resection. What you will do in the segmental resection? Like, these are your lungs, very symmetrical lungs, and this portion of yours is affected. So what you will do? You will just remove the segment. So that is nothing but your segmental resection. That you have to do. So this is basically a summary table for you all guys. Right, let's just read what is written in the summary table. So you have the Kartagener Syndrome, which is a triad of bronchiectasis, sinusitis and situs inversus. Gold standard for diagnosis is your HRCT. Signet ring sign is seen, which is in the bronchiectasis. Complication is massive haemophilus. The person will see that the blood will be coming out. Then you have the postural drainage, that is your cornerstone of the therapy. That is the mainstay of your treatment, that you can just drain out the fluid which is not required. You can just drain out the fluid, right? So this was all about the bronchiectasis. You can be asked a short note. Okay. this topic you have to read in this manner that it will be asked as a short note only. If you are having any sort of doubt, please feel free to reach me, feel free to DM me. Thank you so much, guys.